Okay, so today I'm going to be running a really quick 5-minute tutorial on a really nice fresh spring no makeup look. It's great if you've got something that you forgot about and you're rushing out, or if you're just not comfortable going out without makeup on and like a natural look. I find it's really good for that as well. Also, really excitingly, I'm using a product that I found when I was out shopping on the weekend. It is the L'Oreal Nude Magic BB Cream. I'm a big fan of BB creams, but what I love about this one is it's only $9.99, so it's great for any budget, and it really seems to adjust to my skin tone nicely. Actually, at the end of the tutorial, we are going to be giving one of you guys an opportunity to get your hands on one of these. We're going to be sending one of these out to you, just with a little competition. So at the end of the tutorial, I will be explaining how you can get your hands on one of these as well, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, thank you. Start by applying a thin layer of moisturiser evenly over your skin. I like to use an oil-free when creating this look, as it just reduces any excess shine, which is key to creating a natural finish. Apply concealer to any dark areas that you may have under your eyes, any dark circles. It's really important here not to pull and tug at the skin around the eyes, as that will cause sagging if it's done on a constant basis, but better really just to dab the concealer on lightly using your fingertips. The key to getting this no makeup look right is to really make sure that the base is as flawless as possible, which means lots and lots of blending. So I'm just going to use a concealer brush here a little bit further to blend the concealer around the eye area, but also over any blemishes or pigmentation that I may have, and really just working to even out the skin tone. Now that I've evened out my dark circles and blemishes, it's time to apply my favourite product, the BB cream. I've never tried one of these before. I don't know if you have. I was initially a little bit alarmed with the fact that it came out white, but after a couple of seconds I realised it works to imitate the texture and tone of your skin, so adapts to your particular skin colouring. I love it as it goes on really, really lightly. That did make me slightly nervous at first. It was similar to a moisturiser. I wasn't sure it would provide enough coverage, but actually it's perfect. It gives a little bit of a sun-kissed glow look. It makes your skin look very healthy, quite radiant, and at the same time as giving you even tone, it works as a moisturiser, and it even has SPF 12 in it, so it's an all-round great day-to-day product. This is my favourite part of creating this look, as it really gives you a chance to cheat a little bit and enhance your natural bone structure. So I'm going to be using the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Clay for two different purposes. For any final concealing, if there was any areas of pigmentation, any areas that haven't had quite enough coverage, but also as a highlighter. So using it as a highlighter, I'm going to be highlighting my cheekbones, just around the outside of my eye and just above my eyebrow on my brow bone as well. This has an effect of creating almost an illusion. It creates contours which will enhance my cheek and brow bones and actually work to make my face look a little slimmer. I'm mainly going to be applying this powder on my T-zone, so just my forehead and my nose, as that's where my skin is still slightly oily. So using this powder, I'm actually going to be able to remove any excess shine. The colour blush you choose needs to be close to your natural skin tone. I've got a fairly peachy colour to my skin, which is why I use a peach blush. When doing the no makeup look, it's really important to stay as close to your natural colouring as possible. So using an angled brush, I'm going to apply a little to the brush, and then I want it to be really subtle, so I'm actually going to tap the brush a couple of times on my wrist just to make sure that the colours spread evenly through the hair and that there's no clumping. I'm only going to apply it to the areas I would naturally blush, and again I'm going to blend using my fingers so that the blush looks part of my skin tone as opposed to just sitting on the top of it. Whilst we want to stick to minimal makeup, I always want my eyes to pop out slightly. So I'm going to use mascara and eyeliner for this, as I think that using eyeshadow at this point will be a little bit too much and unnecessary. So this is the Hot and Naughty Mascara by MAC. It's pretty cool. There's a day brush and there's also a night brush with it. I tend to use the night brush most of the time, as it gives my eyelashes extra length and just makes them stand out more. So all I'm going to do is massage the mascara brush from the root of my lashes right through to the tip, and from the outside of my eye into the inside. I'm actually only going to apply the mascara to my top lashes just to keep this looking as natural as possible. Now, you could leave this look here, but if you're like me and love your eyeliner, then just use a very soft pencil eyeliner, and similar to a massaging movement, pop the pencil up into your upper lash line and start to create dots as opposed to a harsh line. Use the same motion on the lower lash line and bring about a third of the way along the line. This is just going to enhance your eyes without looking like you've intentionally put eyeliner on. Use any colourless lip softener to moisturise your lips. This is going to give them a nice shine, but also it makes blending the lip liner much easier. Find a lip liner just one shade darker than your natural lip colour. Again, I'm using the MAC lip liner. It's a really nice soft pencil. It's very, very easy to blend. Using this, I'm just going to lightly define my lower and upper lip line and then blend with my fingers, again emphasising the natural finish look. Using a bronzer, I'm just going to add a little more shading to complete the look and also blend my neck in as well. Again, I'm going to use my powder brush, and again I'm going to be tapping it on my wrist because I really want to make sure that the colours spread evenly through the hairs so as not to get any streaks at this point. I'm also going to apply bronzer just underneath my cheekbones, around the outside of my brow and onto my temples. This is a perfect contrast to the highlighting that I did earlier and completes the contouring, enhancing my cheekbones, for example. To finish with, I'm just going to lightly apply the bronzer on my neck and any exposed skin so it blends in so it's the same colour as the skin on my face. So hopefully you found some helpful tips and tricks in there. As I said at the beginning of the tutorial, we were featuring one of my new favourite products, which was the L'Oreal Nude Magic BB Cream, and also giving the opportunity for one of you makeup lovers to get your hands on it and maybe start you practicing off this look. If you'd like the chance to win one of these BB creams, just send your name, your skin tone and an email address that we can contact you on to charliescosmetics@gmail.com, and we will be selecting the winner next Thursday on next Thursday's tutorial, when I'm also going to be showing you how it is that I recreate an Angelina Jolie look, focusing in on the smoky eyes. So have a great week and see you next week.